People, welcome to another episode of Primal Sports Center. And as you can see, I'm all alone in studio. My fellow co-hosts, they are somewhere in the mix, and you will see them shortly. But again, welcome to another episode of Primal Sports. I'm your host, O'Neill the Frog, sitting in for Dale and Kane. Welcome to my fellow people out there in West, Fit FM 96.7. As my fellow co-host would say, the World Wide Web, Facebook, YouTube. Welcome again to Primal Sports. And we have a jump pack show for you. And a fellow co-host will be chiming in the next few minutes, all right? But we have Juan Vila who will be giving an interview from Dale and Kane. He's in his own introspect on table tennis. We'll have some basketball, a few cricket, football, and a small track and field. But I'll just leave it up to my hosts who are Skyping in, or should I say, yeah, they're zooming in right now. Dale, Kane.
As you know, we keep it primal. Although we're on the road, the show has to go on. And you see, you're in studio. It's the first time looking in from this angle, and I can tell you the studio looks beautiful. But to all the people out there listening, as I said, we break down sports to you as we know it, and things that happen during the week. And to kick things off, we're going to talk a bit of baseball. But before that, as Praggy said, in a few minutes, we have an interview with Juan Vila, one of the great table tennis players in our region, not only from a playing aspect, but from an administration aspect, has been the president of the Dominican Republic Association, the Caribbean Table Tennis Association, the Pan American Association, and just has given back to the sport and tried to carry a sport to the level where, as you can see, in our region, a lot of top players. So, hats off to him, and he'll give us his take on his journey and his role in table tennis. So, before we get into that in a few minutes, Dale?
Yes, man, as we know. But Fraggy, it sounds like it's you alone, but we're there too, you know.
Yeah. Even though we're not in the studio.
Yeah, we're not in the studio.
Find time.
We're still there, man. But yes.
But Dale, I'm on the road. You look like you're chilling for vacation. You take a break from work. I'm here on the road, trying to find some time to do the primal show. Out on the road and business. But as I said, we prep for the show. I'm going to kick it off with baseball. Because to me, that was the highlight of the week. Seeing the Dodgers defeat the New York Yankees 4-1.
Yeah. Capturing the 8th World Series title. Well, everybody know the Yankees have the most, which is 27. Yeah. But the Dodgers are trying to climb. But one of the biggest stories is that he's the guy from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call him Showtime Otani.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Pitching
great accomplishment personally for him, being a pitcher and a hitter as well, creating history this season. Didn't pitch this season, because of shoulder injury, but amazing stats that this guy put up this season, and the seem that to end the season with a world championship is one of the biggest achievements, because I remember watching Barry Bonds hitting all of those home runs back in 2002, but still failing in the World Series.
You have to go all the way
against the Angels, and then so baseball is a team sport. It's a team sport, so it's kind of difficult. But this guy had such a tremendous impact, and the whole season leading into the World Series as well. Showtime Otani, he's the man.
And it's money well invested for the Dodgers, because people are saying they're paying that much for him, and he came to the promised land. Even so, as he said, he didn't pitch this year, but just his performance overall in and around the team, it's money well invested. And the Dodgers, as I said, the 8th championship. In comparison to Yankees, Yankees is the best franchise in baseball, but they're beating the best. And I think game 1 set the tone where they won that match 6-3 in 10 innings. That match could have gone either way, and I think if Yankees had won that match, could have been a whole different ball game, whole different series. But that just, to me,
even the clincher, the last match, the Yankees went up early,
went up 5-0, and then the Dodgers came back tight up, and in the end, the Dodgers won that last match 7-6. And to me, Dodgers is the overall better team, both pitching and batting. So, hats off to them, and they did a good job. But when I watch baseball, which I haven't watched much in recent times, growing up I used to watch a lot of baseball, and it can connect to the Caribbean people. We don't watch enough baseball. Because why? We're a Commonwealth country. And if you look where we're situated around us, we have Cuba, we have Tamrep, and we have Puerto Rico. And if you look in the league, There are a lot of people from these islands that play Major League Baseball. I think that Jamaica should invest more in baseball. For one, the proximity of these countries. I mean, we can't keep tournaments. How close we are to the United States. And again, why we don't play baseball? Because we're a Commonwealth country, right? And in the Commonwealth games, cricket is excluded. So why are we sticking with, I mean, if we're going to get excluded from the Commonwealth games with Commonwealth sports like cricket,
so
do we still stick to our British ties?
Again, what you're trying to say, we should go away with tradition and start something new?
No, something that is better. I mean, tradition, you're going to stuck in your ways?
Oh, but the cricket man, them in a Westmoreland and the West, I gotta disagree with you, but
yeah, but I don't mean stop playing baseball. It's just another avenue for youths to develop. Just like look how the kids are playing lacrosse now. And I mean, if you look on the long-term investment, 20, 30, 50 years down the road, you're telling me that we can have Jamaicans that play Major League Baseball with our talent?
I agree.
Is table tennis a sport in Jamaica that, and we play table tennis, right? I have to go to China and Europe to train and play table tennis when I was younger.
Yeah.
And with the proximity of these countries, Cuba, Puerto Rico, damn rep, and they play in the States. I mean, look at embassy line. Yeah. Everybody want a US visa. You look at the British embassy line. Nobody not going to England like that. So, if you look at the Jamaicans that living in the US, next step is NFL. But I mean, NFL is more contact sport and, you know, all of that. But cricket and baseball have similarities, you know, throwing, hitting. And I mean, we have history line of great cricketers, Chris Gayle, Marlon Samuels, to name some in the recent past. But if we invest in baseball, and plus, baseball is a lucrative sport, it pays. Look at the deal for Ohene. So we have one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time, Courtney Walsh. Didn't know much on speed, but intelligent. I mean, Chris Gayle, one of the best batsmen, power batsman. If we can equate those talent to a baseball, and again, it is easier to develop because of the countries around us and playing tournaments with, imagine a four-nation tournament with Cuba, Damar,
and Jamaica.
Yeah, and then again,
all close in proximity as well.
All close, and then in comparison to the other Caribbean islands, Trinidad and Barbados, we know what we have over them? Our proximity to the States. It's easy for us to get to the States. 1 hour and we're in Florida. So I think that baseball is something that we should invest in. And I mean, it's just to grow the sport. And look at it, as I said, Commonwealth Games in 2026 will exclude cricket. Cricket, which is a big Commonwealth sport. So I'm just saying, I don't say leave out the cricket, you know. Why we can't add in baseball? Just like our add in the lacrosse and I mean all these sports. We have motor races, we have people in sports all across that.
The transition from cricket to baseball is much easier than to lacrosse. Would I have certain skill sets already based on how we grew up and playing cricket. And I tell you this, I think I mentioned this maybe last year on the program here that I met a guy in Damrep, a scout for the Dodgers. Yeah. And he's saying the same thing. Why isn't Jamaica investing more in baseball? Yeah. And he was telling me that he got a kid some ridiculous figure, something like 20 million signing at 18 years old, 20 million right away. Him life changed. Right away. Changed.
Like, and I said,
right? But
I think we would be better at baseball and basketball.
I agree with you because
easily. We don't have 7-footers walking around Jamaica like Americans.
Yeah.
Or other countries, 6 foot 6. And most of these people that are that height are not athletic in Jamaica either way. Yeah. But as I said, if you look in the cricket system, and it's easier to transition. So why not? Why not? And it's very lucrative. Not to say cricket isn't lucrative. And I'm saying put cricket on the back bench.
What do you think about even the resources required for baseball? Is it?
It's easy to set up. How I feel? I mean, ball.
Cheap. Why is it cheap? It's cheap in comparison to the other sports.
I think so. I mean, we'd have to delve into the specs of how.
We do play softball.
I mean, we play tennis. Tennis is expensive. Swimming is expensive. Every sport has its expense. But with a team sport and development and the risk versus the reward is definitely.
Looking at it though, I think baseball is relatively much cheaper than table tennis and tennis. indoor sports because
yeah, sorry to cut you.
yeah,
I think it's time for the interview.
Yeah,
The
it's
great
time for
Juan
the
Vila.
interview. So people, look out for this interview with Juan Villa, hosted by Kane, and none other than the Schwab, Kane Watson, and Bill PanAm.
Interview running?
Years old. Whoa, I played junior. Yeah. My first time to look to see Mr. Always has the best of the best.
Yes. So tell us a little about that atmosphere coming to Jamaica for the first time, seeing the great Arvil Haslam and competing.
For me, for the last time to see, no last time, the first time, but Haslam play, I think, 2 and 3 years more. I play with him, but Haslam is very big for me in this time. But Haslam, the best of the best.
So how did you do in that tournament, in your first tournament in Jamaica? How was that tournament?
Your performance.
Your performance.
Yeah, I play. My play is number 3. I play with Mr. Robert Air, Robert to Jamaica.
Yeah.
He is my friend.
Yeah, Fernando Roberts. Robert.
No, Fernando Robert is my teacher in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
But he don't play in this event. But 2 years after, he coming to Santiago. He's my coach for 3 months here.
Okay, the great Fernando.
So you won Caribbean Championships throughout your career. Tell us, which year did you win, and how was that experience for you, climbing the ranks?
I don't understand that.
Mr. President, you were in the team with many great players. Mario Alvarez, Raimundo Fermin, and yourself. Who were some of the great Jamaicans you played?
Who what?
Who were some of your Jamaican competitors?
I was to play to the Jamaica team. Colin Manish.
Yes.
Uh,
Stephen Hilton.
Stephen Hilton, that is very good. I think the best indeed in this generation. Very good. For me, it's very special to play with him because all time me win in the team, but in the singles, he win me all time.
Yes.
But Steven, very good player. Steven, the other guys, Colin Manish, Carl John, the other, I don't remember.
Wilson, maybe Courtney Wilson.
Yeah, Fergan.
I do not know this.
Fergan.
Fagan. Randy Fagan.
Randy Fagan.
Yes, he told me to tell you hello.
Yes, I write him.
Yes, he's living in New York.
The other guys, Hilton, sorry. He's very intelligent.
Yes, very smart.
No, the other player, I don't remember. Why no?
You would have David Marshall, no?
David Marshall. Very intelligent, yes, play table tennis. For me, it's very good history. For me, I never forget the table tennis of Jamaica because it's my first ever international. And for me, the final of the team and of the singlet to Haslan and Omar Alba to Cuba.
I remember.
For me,
1975.
The best on the best.
Yes.
The venue is very full, very, very full. And very people, very happy to see the table tennis. Very good. Yes.
Would you say Mario Alvarez was your greatest player?
No, Mario now is the president of the principal sport club of Dominican Republic. Club NACO is the president. But nothing for table tennis.
He has nothing to do with table tennis.
Yeah. I know that I think you were the president for the PanAm region before, or this is the first time you're becoming the president of the region.
No, it's the second time.
This is your second term.
Yes.
All right. So tell me, what are your plans for the region this time around?
I have two principal plans. The first is the Pan-American Center of the training and development. That is the principal in Dominican Republic. The next month I will go to China with the meeting. For me, it's very important because I speak about that. I need the Caribbean and especially the small countries, the Caribbean and Central American principal, the Pan-American Center. You coming here, you have international coach, you have food, you have very good training. Not necessary to go to China, not necessary to go to Euro, it's very expensive.
Yes.
That is my principle. And the coach here student the table tennis. For me, it's the first. The second is the woman. It's very important to support the woman of the table tennis in the America. The principal in the Caribbean, because the woman, I don't know why, but is not close to the men in the region, in the Caribbean principal.
Okay, you want more women.
The president of the Commission of the Woman of America is the president of the Jamaica Table Tennis.
Yes, we know.
Ingrid Graham. I think with she, the table tennis of the woman is good.
Okay, so the aim is to get more women playing table tennis in the region.
No, not only table tennis. It's the coach with the umpire, with the executive, you know.
Yeah.
That is I think to my friend Ingrid have very good opportunity for work for the woman in America.
Okay.
That is my second plan.
Okay. All right. So there's we have a lot of kids that's coming up, and some of them they're looking for that light at the end of the tunnel in terms of scholarship for universities. Is there anything in the package that would support such a thing? University scholarships.
Paul Calle of President to Ecuador and treasurer to the ITTF America. The last year, signed the agreement with the Universidad de Ecuador for table tennis, for I don't know in English is the diplomado.
Okay, yeah, for a certificate or a diploma.
Diploma, okay.
Diploma, sí.
Yes.
Hello?
No one can hear.
Hello?
Yes.
All right, so I know Ecuador, that's good. What about the United States? And you know, the US is like, that's where everybody kind of aspire, especially from the English-speaking Caribbean. What about getting more universities in the States involved in table tennis?
In this time, it's very important. United States in the history because never United States the association working together with us. Now with the President Virginia, the ITTF Latin America and Caribbean working together to United States, very close. I maybe the next month I will the meeting with Virginia. The first to the Pan-American Cup is in California, and then speak about the capacitation of the coach in United States.
Yes.
It's very good opportunity. It's very good question for me. United States need to support for the Caribbean Association. It's the responsibility. I will speak with Virginia about that.
Yeah.
And United States have today. United States have very good moment of table tennis. Very good moment.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I think once the United States become a powerhouse and more involved, I think it would raise the level, the overall level for the entire region. And not just the region, I think for table tennis on the whole to really take off even much more than it is now. I think if the United States get more involved, I think it's a win-win for everybody, including the ITTF president.
Mr. President, I want to ask a question. Every tournament in the PanAm region, the Caribbean, the English-speaking Caribbean, is falling behind. We are not as strong as we used to be. And we want to know, how can you help us to make the English-speaking Caribbean? Now, I know you're Spanish-speaking, but how can we make the English-speaking Caribbean stronger?
This item is very good. My English, sorry, is very short, but it's very good question. Very good question. But I think to all countries, for example, Guyana, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, it's very good. It's very good table tennis, but not very good organized.
Agreed.
Yeah, organization.
For example, For example, Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, no, Trinidad, Jamaica, no have national center for the national team.
Precisely.
It's very important. No club, because club separate, no good, because everybody fight. If you have the national center, and if you have very good program, the table tennis beginning strong again to the Caribbean. Why? Because the Caribbean people is very good for table tennis. It's very strong, it's very fast, it's very intelligent. Why no? Because no have good system.
Yes.
Yeah. Very important. All right. We got some bad news last week about Commonwealth Games. I know that's not, maybe you're not a part of it because Spanish speaking, but they excluded table tennis and majority of the racket sports from the games. So I'm wondering if you guys are going to have a plan to lobby to get table tennis back in the Commonwealth Games come 2026.
Yesterday, no, the last Saturday, I speak with Raúl Kalin about that. Everybody in ITTF not happy, not happy, because the table tennis so bright outside. I think to ITTF, the leader of the Commonwealth,
yeah.
need to working together. Working together. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
And not only for table tennis, other sports as well. So
for me, very surprised because table tennis had a lot of years. I think I don't remember 20 years to play table tennis in the event. The principal sport.
Yes.
For me, surprise.
Yes. And yeah, a lot of people will be disappointed. And I know, as Kane was saying, badminton is also excluded, and most of all the racket sports, and this is one of table tennis premier events, and also badminton, squash. Squash is the next sport at hockey, you know. So yeah, I'm hoping that you have a big position because you control the entire Western region. So I'm hoping that yourself and even the ITTF president lobby to get table tennis back into the games for 2026. So I hope that you guys can make an effort to kind of push, you know. I think it will make a difference.
I think it's necessary to work together.
Okay. And we're trying to build the sport.
It's a fighting problem. I think it's problem. I think, but I don't sure.
All right.
Okay.
So what's next for you, Mr. Juan Vila, in terms of your administration going forward? You say you're going China next week?
Yes, I will to the next month.
Next month.
I go to China. Then maybe I will go to the United States because the president of the ITTF go to United States. I need the meeting with the president of Virginia, of the United States Table Tennis Association. And in February is the Pan American Cup.
Yes.
In California. Pan American Cup, February 2025.
Okay.
I don't sure, but ITTF maybe organize the Congress and maybe in Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things I was going to ask you about. How about we're trying to bring a Pro Tour event within the
WTT.
A WTT event to the Caribbean region. I think that would be a great event, something that can get more players out and highlight the sport more within the Caribbean community.
I understand, but I'm sorry, my English
I'm sorry,
very
I'm going too
short.
far.
It's very good. It's very good.
No, Señor
question.
President, ¿es posible consigue un tournament de WTT en el Caribe?
No, I understand, but I don't, I have problem to speak.
Yeah.
It's great. It's very good for me.
Yes.
I have problem with WTT.
Okay.
Me too.
Why?
I think it's too much table tennis.
If you don't have money, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
For example, my son, Ramon,
Yes.
in the junior is the 700, very, very long.
Yeah.
Because I don't have money for pay.
It's so many tournaments. The point system. Yeah. Yes. It's the point system.
Only for the country have money.
Yes.
Yeah.
No for a small country. It's very different. That is the first. The second, I don't know. The second is the OTT organized event every year lost the money, and then ITTF gives the money.
Yes.
You understand me?
Lose points and get points.
The OTT organized the event, but lost the money. Lost.
Yes.
Oh, they lose money instead of profit.
And go to the ITTF, hey, I give me the money.
Yes.
Oh.
But this money is for the country. It's for Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Trinidad, United States. You understand me?
Oh, they're taking out our money. Okay.
And giving it to the WTT.
TTA, I get
That's what
you.
he says.
Because I'm about
Today,
to ask.
I
Okay.
asked Raul Kalim, I asked, how many money WTT
Take from ITTF.
yes.
Yes, I understand.
Because I think it's more to $10 million.
Okay.
And you're
This
touching up.
money is the country.
It's from the country, yeah. So the country is losing.
The program of the small countries more.
Yeah.
Less money.
Yeah, because
I
I was
am
about.
sorry. I can't speak English.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. We understand. in a
You
sense.
did excellent, Mr. President.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, as the big man of the region, you're the El Jefe of the region here. Jamaica, we're trying to build back things, but we need help. And then I heard you just mention that the WTT is taking away the money that we deserve here. But nevertheless, still, I think that we still can get some help in terms of tables. Tables and flooring, which is very important. And I know Jamaica here, as you said, we don't have a facility and we're suffering. And we need assistance. We're rebuilding, but at the same time, we need support and help. So I'm asking you now, as the president, the big man, we here in Jamaica, we want to build back table tennis to what it was like in 1975 when you first came here and saw a packed arena. But as you said, we need venues. And we need tables, and we need organization, and we need tables. But I know you can provide tables and mat, so I'm asking if you're committed to help Jamaica in regards to getting us some equipment to start the process.
I know that. Ingrid about 3 weeks ago, speak with me about that. She said me, Juan, Jamaica need table.
Yes.
I will go to China. I will go to China. I need I need the support for the Caribbean. I need.
Yeah.
Okay.
For and the other guys,
Yes.
Yes.
I know the situation of Jamaica.
Yes.
I need to go to Jamaica because I need with together the president of the Jamaica Table Tennis Association with meeting with the president of the Olympic Committee.
Okay.
With
Come
the
and see us, Mr. President. You're welcome. You're welcome to come and visit.
Llamada, no? What is the
Samura.
Samura.
Yeah.
Because I know that the Olympic Committee has a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
You know that.
A lot.
But it's very important Jamaica, the Table Tennis Association, prepare very good program.
Yeah.
For the children, for the national selection. I think the more principal today is the venue for the national center.
Yes, I agree.
Definitely.
I agree.
Need a home for table tennis in Jamaica.
And then the table, the ball, the other
Other stuff will come.
Is good. Okay. I think I work together with Ingrid for the material. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Table, for the ball, for the all.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's the president of the woman.
Women's
I think the next general meeting of the ITTF, she will go, and then possibility to meeting with the different people, you know.
Okay. Yes. All right, Mr. Villa, I know it was a bit difficult for you because no translator, but we got to get you. We'll have to get you back on the show, and we'll have to have a translator because I know you have a lot more things to say, and I know you can't find the words right now. But thank you very much for coming on Primal Sports and telling us about the journey to come and the help to come for Jamaica as well.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I need the second meeting with you, please.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with the translator, I will speak with Jorge Herrera. He's the CEO. He speaks very good English, and in 10 minutes speak very much.
Okay,
All right.
great.
Yes, because I want to hear more about when you used to play, because I hear about the left hand. I know you're left-handed.
Yeah.
When you used to play, I know that.
I am very
Put on the
thankful.
backhand.
It's in the backhand. I want to hear from you when you used to play. So when we have the second.
You are very strong for me.
No, I want you to know. Back in your day, you were very strong.
Yeah, the viewers need to know Mr. Villa, the player. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
All right, thank you
Thank you,
again.
Mr. President.
Mr. Peter, champion.
Every time.
All right. Yeah, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Concho. No apareció el traductor.
People, that was the interview with Mr. Juan Vila. They can get the sense the language barrier. His English is not the best, but he got there. I have to thank you guys. It was a wonderfully conducted interview given the circumstances. So, hats off to you guys.
Yes, and most definitely we'll have to try to get him back with a translator, obviously. But one of the biggest things that Juan Villa had mentioned during the interview is a national facility. And
we definitely need that.
National facility is the most important thing for any sport. You know, where there's a domino effect for having that facility. But there's another thing that I'd ask him about in terms of getting America more involved in table tennis at the collegiate level. And I think that can have a global impact on table tennis once they can find a way to get table tennis been pushed more into that system. So it's two things. We need a national facility, and we need the ITTA president and Juan Vila himself being the Pan American president to try to push table tennis more into the American market if we want the sport to really become a global sport. Everybody know that America is a driver in terms of marketing. They're the #1 country when it comes down to marketing anything.
Hence, baseball would be a good thing back to that point. But sticking with table tennis,
Yeah.
definitely the home. And in our region, America is a powerhouse. And if we can get America to invest more to table tennis, have the Chinese come over, have more global events in America and try to push it. They tried with the World Championship not too long ago, but try. I mean, the sky's the limit. We must improve, but we do need a home. And as I said, we'll have him back on the show. Definitely going to get a translator because I need to hear more about his playing career as well. But what he's doing for the sport overall, I mean, is just remarkable and a definite legend of the sport on and off the table. Because as I said, he's giving back administration-wise, and I mean, he's playing his role. So yeah.
So people, we have the controversy boss himself. Take it away.
Me? Greetings, one and all. You know, my hosts, Kane and Dale, have been sending in the congratulations because of my recent prediction for UFC 308. I had told you guys to bet the farm, bet the house, and I hope you did, because it would have solved a lot of economic problems. My predictions for UFC 308, you know, is not a normal thing. I didn't only predict the winners, you know, I predicted the circumstances and I predicted the time of the fight. If you guys remember, I told you that Chimaev was going to choke out Whitaker. I was around early. I was around late. Chimaev was in awesome form. His wrestling was unstoppable, and he brought down Whitaker and choked him out a little bit earlier than I predicted. But notwithstanding, you would have doubled your money. Topuria knocked out Max Holloway with the exact accuracy I told you in the third round. I was a few seconds off, but it went exactly as I'd worked it out. People wonder what it is I'm doing that allows me to predict these things. I'm not going to tell you all, but it comes from the fact that in my previous martial arts training, I know how to work out the scenarios. Kane Watson experienced that in table tennis too. I match it out and I know what's going to happen before it takes place. And this is why I continue to lead the crowd, to fool the crowd, and dominate in the prediction business. Now, next UFC is coming up in a couple of weeks. Johnny Bones is gonna, Johnny Bones Jones is gonna fight against Milo Stipic, and Charles Oliveira is who used to be the chokeout specialist, gonna fight Michael Chandler. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. This again is 2 bouts. I'm not gonna make a prediction now, but you know the computer will be at work. In the meantime, you guys can go and save up your money so that you can make even more money, because you know we have replaced what used to be called the schwabbiness of prediction with this scientific method towards predicting sports. Now, I just want to say one quick thing. I see a statue unveiled the other day of Dwayne Wade, and that statue does not look like Dwayne Wade. The internet is a buzz with people trying to say who that statue look like. It look a bit like Froggy. It looks closer to Froggy to my right here than it does to Dwayne Wade. A lot of people are saying who it is, but I believe the closest I've seen is what's the name of that American sprinter again who burned up the shoes? What's his name again?
Maurice Green.
Maurice Green. Maurice Green is the closest match. They say Lawrence Fishburne, but that statue is missing by a long way. And I'm wondering why people can't make a statue that looks like the subject. You know, you have to get a person who is perhaps, you know, get a black man to do the statue. They brought some Latin guy and a white guy to the statue for Dwayne Wade. And there's an outstanding guy who did a couple of the local statues here. What's his name again?
Basil Watson.
Basil Watson. And you know, I'm not recommending him just because it's Kane Watson's father, but I think he has done a better job than this guy.
Easily.
I think he recently did the Usain Bolt statue in Miami, which looks like Usain Bolt, let's be honest. And surely Dwayne Wade would have been done better justice had he chosen a Watson to do the statue.
Can't bet.
Okay, next. Have you guys observed the form of Felix Lebrun? Felix Lebrun dominated the Montpellier WTT event and exhibited a level of table tennis that must be worrying China right now. Felix Lebrun in the left and right exchange, the counter exchange, is irresistible, irrepressible, superlative. I'm beginning to sound like Bobby Frey. But LeBron was able to destroy everybody, including the man in form, Lin Shidong, lost 4-love in the semifinals. I don't know what you guys think about that, but if I was Chinese, I'd be very worried. There's a big event coming up this next week, WTT Frankfurt. And this is going to show, because even though Felix won the last tournament, the real big dog, Fan Zhendong, the real big bull, Wang Chuqin, the real goat, Ma Long, were not at that tournament. So the 3 superlative best players from China were not there. So Frankfurt, I think, going to be a little different. I think Ma Long has retired, but I think WTT Frankfurt going to be exciting. Going to be exciting. Something else that makes me excited these days is that Mr. Ten Hag was fired. And in firing Mr. Ten Hag now, Manchester United finally has a chance to breathe again. You know, Ten Hag, you know, started out with a lot of personal jealousy, I found, against Cristiano Ronaldo. He didn't like the fact that Ronaldo, the team was going to have to build around Ronaldo. And he got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. I never liked Ten Hag after that, because Ten Hag wanted the team to be about him, and eventually it was. But then I remember Anthony did a pirouette. Ken, you know what a pirouette is? A pirouette is a 360-degree move with the ball at his feet. And Ten Hag called him in and said, listen, man, if you ever do that again, you'll never see playing time. And I think that was the last of Anthony. I haven't seen Anthony play with any flair since that time. You remember when Anthony used to get the ball and do this little move every time?
Yeah.
It was nice to watch. And no, Anthony, the wind has gone out of his sails. One more thing on football. The Ballon d'Or has been given. Drum roll, we have a drum. To Aitana Bonmati. Who? That's the woman who won the Ballon d'Or. Why in God's name are they giving a woman a Ballon d'Or? Woman can't get Ballon d'Or, brethren. Why? I don't want people to tell me about equality. It is ridiculous to give a woman a Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is voted by journalists for the person who did the greatest in football. Nobody watches whatever these ladies are playing. And why did they get a Ballon d'Or? Them couldn't get like I don't know, a Cup d'Or or a go, you know, something else. It is not, it is diminishing the Ballon d'Or to award one to a lady. It's just, it's almost like, you know, there's no equality in it. Why give a lady the Ballon d'Or? No, back to the Ballon d'Or itself. Big war going over whether Rodri deserved the Ballon d'Or or whether it should have gone to Vinny. And everybody knows who it should have gone to. Everybody knows that Rodri is a lighter shade than Vinny. And so things are going on, but I'm not going to start any controversy and saying. What I have to tell you is I never put stock in awards. I prefer the things that you win with the racket, or you win with the football boots, or you win with the boxing gloves. Awards are merely window dressing, and they mean nothing to me. So I think it's much ado about nothing. I think that it is just as well they gave a lady the Ballon d'Or, as far as I'm concerned, because it's a big joke. Now, there are two things I wanted to talk about. The minister, is there a minister of transport? Is that Daryl Vaz? He needs to do something about this law about driving with a cell phone. I believe that if I have an accident while using the cell phone, I'm responsible and I'll fix it. That's the in and out. If I have an accident while fiddling with my seatbelt or fooling around with the passenger next to me or something, I am responsible for operating the vehicle. Why have we gone and banned cell phone use while driving? A cell phone is important to driving nowadays. And in Jamaica, the cell phone has become the target of police. I had the unpleasant experience last week of a policeman turning his car around to chase me with the alarm blaring to stop me so that he could ticket me for using my phone. I got, yes, you caught me. But really and truly,
the cell phone is an essential communication tool, and it is useful to all of us, and it actually makes driving safer. A cell phone can tell you that there's an accident up the road. There is police up the road. It can tell you that there's a boulder in the road. A cell phone is an essential tool of driving. It can tell you there's a fire or something. And what the cell phone has become is just another means for police to harass law-abiding citizens. And why they don't ban hot patty? Most of the danger come when I'm eating a hot patty and driving. You know how hard it is to eat a patty. You buy the patty, you have to slide it in the bag, you have to grab back the patty, and all that. It's way more difficult to operate a hot patty than a cell phone. Cell phone easy to operate. Voice activate. Call Kane Watson. It calls him. Now, one last thing. And I speak for all my Latin brothers. Dominican Republic, Vila just come off the air. But last week, a man on a Donald Trump stage said that the island Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage, and I feel it for the Puerto Rican people. I mean, the gentleman came on here and said there's a floating pile of garbage floating in the Caribbean, and it's called Puerto Rico. And I feel it for my Puerto Rican brethren and for my small island brethren. And I'm also talking for all Jamaicans. Let us show solidarity with Puerto Ricans and vote Kamala in, because Kamala, a Jamaican by roots, will rescue the USA. And Tuesday is election day. Good luck, Americans. I'm sorry I didn't mean to get mixed up in the elections, but we ain't going back. That's sports commentary. What say you?
All right, Peter, you have to be careful, you know, Peter.
Peter,
Political thing that
Peter, come on.
unsubscribing.
Come on.
What you saying? What you saying?
Come on. What happening in Puerto Rico is that they have a garbage issue, and it's piling up in Puerto Rico. So the comedian made a bad joke. So that's just it. That's just it. Don't come on. Come on, Peter. Come on.
Like a Trumpist.
Apologies in order. What are you saying, Dale? An apologies in order.
I'm just saying,
make America great again.
No, I'm about table tennis. Make table tennis great again. That's all.
Make table tennis great again.
I'm an islander. I come from an island, and I view with great condescension when people refer to people from small islands in this manner. And I felt upset. I hear Bad Bunny upset. I hear J-Lo upset. I hear Mark Anthony upset. One bag of people upset because these people are deserving of respect. A lot of the US, Carlos Santana, these are Puerto Rican people. These are our brothers and sisters.
You think we get respect in the States as small island people?
Well, I think that the daughter of one of our citizens it will soon have something to say about that.
Okay. Well, we see how the elections go. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just watching and see who wins. I have no say. I have no dog in the fight, but I'm just hoping for a better world.
Well, I didn't mean to bring sports commentary into controversy, gentlemen.
Yeah. But I know Peter tried to start up something with me, but we'll leave it alone.
Yeah. I think he's doing trade words at that day.
No, the main points were, gentlemen, Ten Hag firing, controversy about LeBron. Is LeBron the coming man? The Ballon d'Or. I mentioned many things, but I also mentioned that handling a hot party while driving is probably more dangerous than a cell phone.
People, I'm not driving and doing primal now.
It's very dangerous to drive it, for real.
Yeah, I'm not driving. I'm parked up, people. I'm not driving. The car is not in motion. So I don't drive and use my phone like controversial people we know. Yeah. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But, I mean, you touch on some key points. One, before, we wrap up the show. The Ballon d'Or. Some people are saying that, I mean, Vinicius Jr. was a definite winner. But for me, it wasn't a standout year for no one, really. And it was a toss-up. What I think they decided the winner on is both international success and club success. Yes, I see where Vinny could have won. I thought Vinny would have won. I see where Jude could have won. And I saw why they gave
much with Brazil. Vinny didn't achieve much with Brazil, to be fair.
But to be fair, I see why they gave Rodri. Me personally, I thought Vinicius Jr. should have got it or would have gotten it. But in looking at it, I mean, Rodri is a critical player for both club and country. We see where City's unbeaten streak ended this morning. in the league, 32 games unbeaten. And Rodri is critical to both teams, and both teams had major success. One, Vinny's international numbers didn't jump off the sheet. And I think that we were spoiled in an era where Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi numbers were astronomical. So now where we don't have astronomical numbers.
Were you impressed by Aitana Bonmati's year?
But I think that women getting the Ballon d'Or, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that it should have a different name. I mean, the sport is a sport. They're trying to push women's football up. But I mean, they could have given the women award a different name.
Kane, am I fighting against the women or am I being fair?
Peter, it sounds that we're fighting a little bit.
I don't think you're fighting against females. I think that you're just saying that it shouldn't be comparable to the males game, as both are different.
I saw the lady giving a speech and I didn't know what she was talking about.
But the women's sport is on the up. But I think that woman getting the Ballon d'Or, maybe you should give it a different name. Because as I said, the Ballon d'Or has a history and a merit behind it, coming way back from 60, 70, come straight up. Even so, before it was only given to European players. That changed. Now anybody can get the Ballon d'Or once you have a good year. But in terms of the overall win of Rodri, I think that he was critical to both teams. And I mean,
so I'm going to create another mix-up here, because my feeling was that the outstanding football player for last year was again Messi, because Messi lifted Inter Miami out of from last in the league, I think, to first in the league, and he's the highlight reel for last year.
Yeah, so, but he's like Messi playing like prep school football now, so you can't really
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So
but
the competition he's playing against is not as good as in Europe. So, but he's still playing high level football. But you can't give Messi the award.
It's top flight football. It's top flight.
Semi-flight.
I don't think it's even in flight. It's more like driving a car versus
after waiting
on a plane.
Sorry, Kane. You know, when I said that about women winning the Ballon d'Or, that is not top flight. Everybody's vexed with me. I know you're saying Messi don't play top flight.
MLS is not top flight football.
But Messi deserves the Ballon d'Or more than what's her name? Hold on, I'm looking for her name. Aitana Botani.
But that's a female version, Peter. It's a female version.
Not the female version. It's not the female version. I'm sorry.
You guys know how I feel
about the female
it,
version should probably have a different name. Give it a unique spin to it. Because you know the Ballon d'Or, when we say Ballon d'Or winner, everybody's expecting, Lionel Messi, Cristiano numbers. But if we create a female award and attach that award to a female, maybe it will push that award more in a different light. So you can give it a name and be like, all right, that woman won it from, and then you build the prestige off that, instead of going a prestige off the Ballon d'Or.
Yes,
you give your own prestige.
Their own award. It's not this.
Give them their own award. Have it at the same event and give it a name. So the best women's football player of the year gets that award, and then build a prestige around that in 10 years. And then we'll be like, Bunny Shaw is the winner of the whatever name award. Bunny Shaw is the Ballon d'Or winner.
I'm wondering if Bunny Shaw had won the Ballon d'Or, if Peter would be saying, don't give it to a female.
No comment. No comment. I'm all out of comments.
Yeah. Seeing that we're Islanders and we keep it, We keep it
together. Protect Islanders. Jamaica and Puerto Rico, solidarity. That's all I have to say.
But you know how I feel about the Ballon d'Or already? I think it's just a popularity thing at this stage, from ever since, because there's no real credibility in terms of what do they actually use to say this is a person.
It's arbitrary.
So based on the vote, I know Vinny wasn't going to win. Vinny cried too much.
But I agree with Peter in terms of these awards. To me, are neither here nor there. I mean, it's the play on the field. We see who scored the goals, who win the
title. You have won a few Sportsman of the Year awards. I have a couple of them as well. I have 3 of them. And they don't mean much to me. I get to go and function and stand up, but don't mean anything. I prefer the trophies that I win.
About that, I don't, Kane and Peter, I don't agree. I think it's a part of your legacy. You know, getting awards is a big part of your legacy that you want to leave behind. So
when you give the awards to the wrong people, it weakens the strength of the award. And I keep seeing the wrong people being nominated, and therefore this is just yet another case.
Yeah.
The more you nominate the wrong people and give the award to them, you diminish the value of the award. If I'm coming after Stephen Hilton and Colin McNeish and all these big guys, and I get an award, I stand on the shoulders of those guys.
Yeah.
Right now, people get awards for nothing.
Yeah. That's why winning the Champions League, winning a national title, those things, I put merit on those
irreplaceable,
things.
My brother.
Yeah, but winning those awards where people vote and put forward who they want, the candidates and all of that. I mean,
that is about friend and company.
I think they need to
it's about in the right people, Peter. Peter, you remember that I should get order Jamaica, you know.
Well, you and I can have that discussion.
I need to speak.
I said, they're going to put me on Peter, they're going to vote for me. Order distinction, you know.
I believe we're out of time.
Yeah,
we're out of time. But our people awards is important, you know. For
of course, it's important, but as Peter said, get
20 years from now, that's what people gonna remember you by, you know. Not just you have to get those accolades. You have to have them. You have to have them.
Wrapping up the show next week.
You want your name to live on?
I mean, hey, that's why when you win the Champions League, you get the golden boots and
win things. Don't get voted in.
Yeah, don't get voted on by people, because when you win, you do it off your own merit.
Yeah.
As I would say, Peter, my racket to the talking, you know. I don't come on Primal Sports and talk smack. You meet me at the table.
You do the talking on Primal Sports. The rest of the thing is at the court.
On the court, my racket to the talking, you know.
So quick update before, just a quick update before we wrap up the show. Schoolboy football entering the quarterfinal stage. So far for Manning Cup, we have Mona and Campion through Casey and Hydale, Excelsior and Catherine. We still have JC and Calabar, Tivoli and Eltham fighting for that last two places. They're playing today. And for Dakasta Cup,
they're playing now.
They're playing now. All matches playing at 3 o'clock. For Dakasta Cup, we have Monroe through Glenmuir, Central High. We have Kemsale, Stets, and Gava Maseo, all in Group 1 fighting for the top two places. We still have Froome and Clarendon, Ochi, and Dintil fighting to get through. And we have Magrat gone through already. So two scores we have Central High leading Magrat 1-0, and we have Clarendon trailing Cornwall College by 1 goal to nil. Right. So
next week we'll have a full roundup of schoolboy football as it heads into the quarterfinal round of both Manning Cup and D Cup. And I said we have some more football to talk next weekend, because in preparation for the international window, we have the Reggae Boys will play the United States, who will have a new president by that time. So Jamaica versus the Reggae Boys coming up. So next week
let's hope the Minister of National Security secures parking this time around, eh?
Yeah.
So a little cricket for the people in the West. West Indies winning the first one there against England. We're playing in the Caribbean. The first one 1-0 is the best of 3, and now they're in the second one there. West Indies made 328 for 6 after 50. England now 301 for 5 overs remaining. So
England should win that one. So next week we have a football roundup, and we should be back in studio next week, Dale.
Yeah, we should be back. So we want to thank all the listeners and viewers out there on Fit FM 96.7. The Primal 4K app, Facebook, YouTube, the World Wide Web. For tuning, join us every Saturday. Well, we'll move the time to 4 o'clock next week, right?
Yeah, 4 o'clock next week.
Same time in USA.
But same time in the
because of the time change.
Yeah. So 3 o'clock in USA.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in Jamaica.
So thank you guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right, keep it primal, people. Enjoy your weekend.